550 KTRS. Coming up next hour, we'll check in with Deb Peterson, the editorial board from the editorial board of the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. We'll also talk a little Mizzou Tigers with Mike Kelly. Scott Sherman from the Scott Sherman Experience will be joining us in the 9 o'clock hour. Right now, though, Doug Pitt here in studio. You are the honorary chairperson for World Food Day in St. Louis. Good morning, Doug Pitt. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
We should say that you are the more famous of the Pitt brothers from Springfield. Is that correct?
If you're talking to my wife, maybe.
Okay, all right. Your brother, they tell me your brother's an actor?
He's been in a film or two.
Oh,
yeah.
Anything we would recognize
we
him
think
in?
he's going to make it.
Okay, good. All right.
Holding out.
All right. Tell us about World Food Day. What's going on here in St. Louis?
I was able to join them last year as their chairman, and just a great group. Had probably 2,000 volunteers out there putting these meals together, and the goal this year is 300,000 of these high-protein meals, and domestically they're issued out, but they did it and they went international as well in Tanzania, where we do some water projects over there. So it was great to see Missouri and St. Louis helping a country that I'm involved in. And
you are the goodwill ambassador to Tanzania?
You bet.
How did that come about?
We have a water charity over there, so we have 6 drilling rigs in Tanzania and 2 in Kenya, and have been in that water space for about 6 years, and just working with different government entities and that fund water projects. Just one of those things.
And so the goal of this World Food Day is what?
Let's get food to what they call food insecure children for the most part. And, here in St. Louis alone, it's 2 points above the national average. And, poverty's with us everywhere in pockets, but a little bit more prevalent in others. And it's just everybody doing their part to help out.
So what's going to happen today?
300,000 food packs are going to be put together. But
where? Who? How is this going to happen?
It's at John Burroughs School, starting at 9 o'clock through 6 o'clock today, and people can volunteer. I think we had them as young as 7 and 8 years old last year to grandmas and grandpas helping out, and it's a pretty easy assembly line thing that happens. And
what goes into these food packs?
Well, there's different, actually 2 different things, but they're designed around protein, and one's a macaroni and cheese that they'll be doing tonight, and it's pretty spectacular to see the assembly line in action. But it's a fun day too. They get a lot of great work done. But
Sure,
it's fun.
Sure, and then it's shipped over to Tanzania.
It'll be shipped everywhere. A lot of it'll stay right here in Missouri, and the idea is, again, let's get it in the.
So these are healthy food packs.
You bet.
For people who are starving.
And absolutely.
Or malnourished or whatever
absolutely.
else.
Yep.
Doug, it's got to be amazing to be in a country where you're doing this to feed people who are malnourished, and then yet drive by fast food place after food place after people who are obese, who don't. I mean, it's such a dichotomy of half the world, not half, but I mean, you have these people who are starving, and these other half are just, stuffing their face full of donuts.
It is a little sobering to think about, but, even the house next door to that person, the cupboards are bare and they're looking for that next meal, and it's harder to spot.
Yeah, it's also hard to eat right if you're
absolutely true.
If you're poor.
Absolutely true.
Yeah.
We deal with that a lot in the high schools right now, and it's tough.
Yeah, it is. It is tough. It's harder and it's more expensive.
Nope.
It's easier to buy donuts.
No question.
It's hard to buy protein more expensive.
Absolutely.
All right. So what else do we need to know?
Well, they've got a website. It's stlwfd.org. It's stlwfd.org. And jump online. You can make a donation. Obviously, it takes money to put these things together. The great thing is the money goes a long ways when you're doing it in this kind of volume. But, for any social issue, it takes a community to come together and everybody doing their part. And this way, everybody doing just a little makes a huge difference.
Where are you getting all these supplies for these food packs?
There is an organization that puts this together, and it's an outreach, and has been involved in this, I think, well over a decade. And, it's, again, lots and lots of volunteers and people coming together to make this happen.
How do we volunteer? Do you just show up?
Well, yes, you can get on the website, and there's a number that you can call. They'll get you a place today. It's later in the day is probably a better chance of finding a spot for you because the mornings are a little bit more full. But it'll be a sight. It's pretty special to see.
3,000 packs.
300,000. 300,000.
300,000
in one
packs.
day.
That
in one day.
That is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. We'll hope to have almost 2,000 volunteers by the end of the day.
Okay, so the first thing somebody wants to volunteer, the first thing they do is what?
Get on the website, call the number, and or you can just stop by John Burroughs School today, and we'll help get you plugged in.
One more time, the website.
It's stlwfd.org.
Do people tell you look like your brother? Because I don't see it.
No,
I
get
want some
more,
ID.
We just made it up. We thought it would help the World Food Day. So.
Believe it or not, I see the lips. I see it in the lips a little bit. But outside of that, the hair, nothing. No, I don't see it. Nothing. No, your brother's way cuter than you are.
Well, that's awesome.
You're still living in Springfield?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
You and your wife?
Yes.
Does your brother make it to Springfield often?
He does.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, good. He's still a Cardinal fan?
Absolutely. Who isn't?
All right. So
I guess Dodger fans.
Now, living in Springfield, you have to be kind of split a little bit, don't you? There are a lot of Kansas City fans there.
You know, we're kind of a St. Louis baseball town and a Kansas City Chief football town for some reason. It just seems the way the massive Springfield operates.
Well, if you had a choice, you'd probably want to be a Chiefs fan over a Rams fan anyway, right? Well, the Springfield Cardinals are down there, so they're
right.
They're there,
right.
so you get to go see that all the
Big
time.
Cardinal Nation, though, in Springfield.
Good. All right. Doug Pitt is with us. Anything else we need to know about World Hunger Day?
We'll be there today. Come by and see us.
All right. That is Doug Pitt. Doug, you're welcome anytime. Come by anytime you have a charity event. Happy to help you out.
I appreciate you guys helping. Thank you.
You got it. It's World Food Day at John Burroughs. So swing by, or the website one more time is
stlwfd.org.
That's it. Doug Pitt with us here on the Big 550 KTR.